I'm bald. I'm not bald. I mean, my hair's still very long. It's just cut shorter than I want it to be. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like it's still long. It's still very long. It's just like I didn't cut my hair for so long. So I'll show you guys later. I'll show you later. Not now. I'll show you later. I did cut my hair, but it wasn't. It's not. I wish I didn't. But like, it's fine. I think realistically, it'll be in like a couple weeks. It'll be probably better than it was before because it's cleaned up, but it's just too short. But we'll see. I want to grow my hair out, guys. I just want it to be like nice. Like it just was. It gets like you need to like at least trim your hair, and they just cut it too. I didn't ask them to cut it as short as they cut it. They cut it a lot shorter than I wanted it cut, but it's fine. That's one word for it. I didn't go to Great Clips. I have like a place that I go to. Missed you. Aw, thank you. I missed you guys too. No way. Did you post pierce both ears or only one? I only did one. I did my left ear. YouTube video went. It was delayed unfortunately. Not because of me. Not because of me. The video's done. Um, but it had to be delayed unfortunately. But there's a ton of stuff coming. I know. Also, this guy's like I know I say that a lot, and I like that's something I've done frequently, especially over the last like year or so. When I say that now, I actually mean it because there's actually like a lot of stuff that is done and ready or like pretty much almost ready. Like it's like right there. Over the next like 6 months that will come out. That you guys will be like, wow, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Why? That makes sense that he's been working on that stuff over the recent times. Um, so I mean, I've been in uh daily meetings every day for the last like couple weeks, like storyboarding and uh you know creative like handling and stuff to come with ideas for stuff and come with a shit ton of awesome ideas um for videos, for streams, for just about everything. Lots of stuff happening. There was a period in time where obviously where I was very inactive, and that was right after the face reveal and right before the face reveal. For the like months after that, so not right after, but the like 4 months after and the couple months before. But and that was like legitimately me just being inactive because I got to actually do IRL stuff. But since then, I'd say like this year, I've actually been, even though it probably doesn't seem like it from an outside perspective, I've been extremely productive since January 1st. I have been basically nonstop working, you know, every single day, other than you know a few days, where it's like the weekend or whatever. But yeah, I've been like literally nine to five. Not actually 9 to 5, but actually my sleep schedule has been better. A lot of the meetings I've been having recently have been at like 9 or 10, or like just early in the morning. So I have had to get up. But when I was in LA, literally my schedule was entirely full, literally 9 to 5 with um like just productivity. I can't really say what I did, but I did a lot of stuff there. Ever since I've been home, I've done a shit ton of stuff. We've had a lot of stuff done to like make content. So even though there hasn't been content the last like there hasn't been as much content the last couple months, in reality, the months before that really we weren't grinding or anything. It was really just it was kind of like we took a break and there wasn't as much content at all, and we weren't really you know working hard or anything. It was just hey, all right, we got to live our lives, and we traveled, and you know me, George, and Nick, we literally went to like a bunch of different places, and did a bunch of different things, um, like together, and just literally hung out because we never met and we'd never been able to do things together. I mean, and you guys have to realize it wasn't just me as well. It was like it wasn't just my first whatever. It was also like George's, and because George didn't really like leave his house or anything when he was in London. It was I mean he did it very occasionally to like go see Wilbur or Tommy or something. But so it was just like all of and then sapnap was like living with me, so that we weren't able to actually like go and do stuff, and so we did. But then whenever we kind of anyway this year, lots of hard work done. There's a we built a like a green screen set for like some awesome stuff shorts and stuff we're doing. That's mostly on like Sapnap's end, but that also contributes to Dream Team. We built a I don't know if they, I guess they we built a set for something else that I think probably other people will tell you about later as well. You guys can probably guess what it is, but just in case, I don't want to say. Uh, we have obviously we've gotten a bunch of things done. I've hired a few new people to help with like organizing the stuff that I'm doing and that I'm up to actually you know keep productivity. Um, and yeah, I mean I've literally been having somebody come to my house every single day in the morning and like get me up and be like, hey, what are you doing today? What are you working on? What are you gonna do? And then filling out a calendar and doing all that. So the point is, all of that this time when I say like, hey, like shit's happening, it's actually happening. Okay. um I think that the difference is that a lot of times I'll say something's happening, and then the problem is I have like awesome ideas and I come up with great things, and then I just lose motivation to actually do them or something. Or I just don't. It's just like me, and I'm so used to doing everything myself. Like this sounds kind of stupid, but like I'm so used to doing everything myself. Like I've edited all my videos. I used to code all my plugins. I used to do like all my thumbnails. I used to do everything myself, and so I kind of need to get out of the mindset that and realize I don't have to do everything myself. And when I like the busier and busier I've gotten, like the harder it is to do everything myself, and therefore I've just not done. I don't know what the password is. No, doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, the more that stuff that I have scheduled to do in real life and stuff, and the busier I get, the more, and now that I actually have a life and actually go out and do things and see my family and hang out with my friends, um, then it's harder to uh do everything myself, and so I've kind of realized that, and that's why there's been a transition over the last that's why there's been inactivity. And that also applies to like George and Nick, because we were very much like we've all done that, and we all, and like the like for their channels and stuff, and for Dream Team, like again, it was very much like us together, George and Sapnap, like we would all, like for everything it'd be all, and for a lot of them, and a lot of it comes down to me as well, because like I've had a lot less time, and so um I used to have more time to sit down and plan out the next like months for their channels and my channel and Dream Team and whatever else. Um but yeah, anyway, there's lots of stuff coming. There's literally so much stuff that's like already done, that's just being sat on, that will come out, which is why I'm saying like, hey, this is actually a thing. And then there's tons of ideas that are like planned, but they're not actually um uh done. So I mean my actual schedule is filled out to be like lots of activity on like Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and YouTube and stuff, but it's coming. And but the good thing is, like, when it starts coming, it'll actually like keep coming for hopefully a long time. So you've been saying this for months. I haven't said this. I mean, I've said like, I don't know. I know I've definitely said like, oh guys, there's stuff coming, but I'm saying, I'm just, it's a me promise. This is a me promise to you. That you'll be happy and surprised and satisfied with all the stuff you'll see in the next like 6 months. Starting like, end of this month. And there's a lot of stuff. So I mean, even if it's just like activity in terms of streams and tweets and um just activity throughout, and you'll see a lot of cool ideas and stuff. So like, hey, me streaming right now, there you go. New songs. um there will be uh you will hear more on music soon, hopefully. um Soon for me may not be soon, may not seem soon to you, but look, you will hear updates on music, and ones that you'll be very happy about. Again, within the next 6 months, it'll be very interesting to see. So TwitchCon, VidCon. I'll be honest. I plan. I mean, this is don't base anything that you guys do based on me, because again, I'm very like with this type of stuff. It could change in a second. But as of right now, I plan to go to VidCon. I also plan to go to TwitchCon Paris and TwitchCon Las Vegas. But that's just my plan. It's in my calendar, and I plan to go. But that's just, again, don't base your travel plans on that. So, do you plan on going back to MCC? No, I don't. But I mean, there's things I think there's things they could do that would make me want to play again. I think it's just I'll be honest. I think it got a little stale for me. It wasn't as exciting as it used to be. I think just because it's like people the other day were comparing like Squidcraft to it, and like, yeah, Squidcraft was awesome, and obviously when you're doing like a once a year event, you're able to do cooler, more like high production things or whatever, um uh, uh because you have that time. But also MCC, I kind of felt very similar about how I felt in Squidcraft during like the first or a couple MCCs, you know, because it's just everything's new and different, and you know there's completely new games and completely new people, and just I think that's a big part of it. And so I feel like now it's kind of it's, you know, it's the same thing with like Minecraft content. Like Minecraft content, there's always like I've had, this is something that I've brought up so many times in like idea boarding and stuff. But like Minecraft's always gone through different things. I'm not, and this is not for me to say like, oh, MCC's kind of done their, you know, they've had their time and it's over. Like, no, that's not true. I'm sure MCC will innovate and do awesome things, and then maybe it'll pique my interest. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. But I think Minecraft goes through these waves where there's different what's it called, there's like different main focuses. Like obviously there's been so many things, and then they come and go, and then and you move forwards. Like obviously like there's been so many different ones like that. Like I'd say Manhunt was like one of those. Obviously there was definitely like Let's Plays and stuff, and there were certain other SMPs. There was like Hunger Games and you know, like Maze Runner era, where there was that type of stuff being made all the time. There was like the different maps. So there was like the prison escape was like a massive thing for a while. I don't know. There's been so many different things that had like Lucky Blocks. Yeah, Lucky Block era. That was definitely one. There was like the Cube SMP was massive. There was I don't know. There were so many different like eras. And so I feel like sometimes you hit something's like the most exciting when it's new. So I think the best thing MCC could do is which I want to see what they do for this season. Is your haircut worse than Tommy's? No, come on, don't even say that. Tommy, what did you do? What did they do to you? I'm sorry. If that happened to me, I would have just like, I don't even know what I would have done. Like this haircut happened, and like I was there, and I was like, you know, like talking to the guy, like, well, like afterwards he asked me like, oh, well, he was like throughout, you know, oh, well, at the end, like, oh, do you like it? You like it? I'm like, yeah. Like if I was in that situation, if it looked like that, I would have just been like, no, I'm sorry, dude, you fucking butchered it, and then I would just leave, and I would never go back. But I think also I only saw it when Tommy had like tons of product in, so. Is it better? You guys tell me. Has it gotten better? Did I ever tell you guys my bad haircut experience like right before the face reveal? Holy shit, that story is so funny. I cannot believe I have not told this story. Holy shit. I don't know if I should. I guess I will. So, okay, fine. I'll tell the story. So I obviously like I waited to get my hair cut until I literally didn't cut my hair for like I don't even know how long. It was like a year and a half or something. I don't know how long it was, but like you guys probably would know, because I think the last time I cut my hair before the face reveal, I probably like said it, because like I went and got it cut, and I was like, oh, I think the face reveal is probably gonna be soon. I think I got it cut in like July or something, or June or something, and I was like, or March, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be soon, the face reveal is coming, and then it didn't come, and I'm talking about March, like a year and a half before the face reveal. So like I didn't, and then like this, because like I was thinking, because we were saying like December meetup, like Dream from Christmas. So I didn't cut it before. I cut it like right before then, or not right before then, but like earlier that year, and was like, oh, I'll cut it again before the face reveal. Because that was also when I got vaccinated. Because I was like, oh, I need to get vaccinated because I'm actually gonna be going places. I got vaccinated like 9 months or 10 months or whatever before the face reveal. Because I thought it was gonna be happening in like December or something, or before December. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. It's like I just have my hair grow out and grow out and grow out. And then I was like, oh, I need to go get it cut. And then it was like, I don't know how long it was before the face reveal. It was like maybe like 10 days or something, or maybe 2 weeks or something before the face reveal. Um, or I don't know. I don't know how long it was. It was like, it was right after George. It was like the day that George got his visa or something. So I don't know how long that was before the face reveal. But I think it was like, I don't actually remember how long. It wasn't that long though. Like it was a short period of time. And so I was thinking like 7-10 days or something, but I don't know if that's right. But anyway, and I was like, all right, I need to go get a haircut. But I was like, wait, crap, I don't know like a haircut place. Like where do, like, I've never, like, this is because I haven't cut my hair almost at all in the last like few years. I only cut my hair like once or twice. And like when I did cut it, I would just like not buzz it, but like cut it pretty short, like, and so it just, I'd be like, oh, I just want to cut it and like kind of wait for it to go. I was like, I don't have a haircut place. So I was like, all right, where do I go? I ended up like googling, and I like test went, and I got like little tiny trims, um like 2 days in a row, from the same person. I didn't tell them I was like testing them, and I told them I was getting like we had like a problem with the well water, and so it had like minerals in my hair, and so I got like a treatment on my hair, and I was like, oh, can you trim it as well, like a little bit, to like make sure they weren't like an idiot. And so so I did that twice in a row. They like trimmed it like a barely a tiny bit, because my hair was fucking long. My hair was like below my shoulders, and was like ridiculous because I just didn't cut it. And so I was like, all right, I just do a little trim. And so I did it twice. I was okay. They did good. They did good at listening to like what I said. So I'll go back. I'll go. And I was like, I was talking to this like barber. Was like just talking to them, getting to know them, whatever. But anyway, then I went back. The final time. This was like right before the face reveal, and I was like, okay, I actually want to get a haircut. Like this time, I want to get an actual haircut. And I like kind of described what I wanted. It's kind of how my hair was recently. Like it was pretty long, but like pretty long and messy and whatever. And they were like, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. And so they're cutting my hair and they're talking to me, and then they start talking about politics. And of course, it's kind of awkward. I'm like talking with them, whatever, as they're cutting my hair. I'm like, oh no, oh god. And then I was like, okay, this is interesting. Their political takes were not of a favorable variety. I'll say that. This person's cutting my hair. And I'm like in the middle of the haircut. I'm like, oh god, like what's happening? I can't, like, I don't know. I don't want to like piss this person off. I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. I'm just sitting there like in the chair with my hair getting cut, being like, please don't fuck up my hair. But anyway, and I'm like, okay, cool. And so this is happening, and then like it keeps getting like short. They're like having this conversation. They're like going on like this like rant. You know how people can be, this like rant about it. And I'm just like sitting there listening, and they're cutting my hair shorter, and shorter, and shorter. And I was like, oh no, like please, like, are you like doing this to like continue this conversation? Like, please. And then they were like, all right. So then it got to the very end. and they were like, okay, and they like slathered like product through my hair at like the very end, and they they like put product through my hair, and they gave me a mullet, like an actual like they like sleeked my hair back and like put my hair like back in like a mullet. And I was like sitting there and I was looking at myself, and I wanted to cry. I was like, what? And then I like got in the car. I got in the car, and it was like a 30-minute like drive home or something. And like literally I was on like the verge of tears looking at myself in the mirror like, what the fuck? I was like, what happened? I called my mom and I said they made me look like a Republican. I said I can't. They fucked me up. They gave me a mullet. They gave me a mullet, and it's like all sleeked back. And I was like on the verge of tears, driving home. Like, holy shit, this is fuck. Like, this is like the face. Like the face reveal is just like this is messed up. Like, why do they have to screw my haircut up before like millions of people are just gonna see me for the first time? It's like I was like literally like I wanted to just drive off a bridge like when I was on the way home. I literally the entire time I was like, oh, I was like, it's like my life was like my life decisions were going through. It was like I actually had like almost died. Like my life decisions were going through my brain. Like, you know, like when you like you're about to die, you're supposed to like have all your memories go through. It was like every decision in my life that led up to me going to that haircut place was literally going through my mind as I was driving home. And so then I got home, and I went into I went to my closet, and like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, there's no way. And I like got in the shower and was like shampooing my hair, getting like make sure I got all this shit out, like whatever was like in my hair. And then I anyway, yeah, it got, you know, whatever this shit was in my hair. And then I got out. I'm like looking in the mirror like after I took the shower, and I was like, okay, like it's not as bad. Like now that I've got all the like the shit out and it's not sleeked back, like it's not as bad. Like it's good. You know, it's not it's like still like kind of like a mullet in the back, but it's not like it's a messy hairstyle now. It's kind of long. It's not, it doesn't look like ridiculous. I don't look as much I don't look as much like a Republican now. I'm fine. I'm good. And then so I was like, okay, perfect. I waited, I let it dry a little bit. I like messed with it a little bit. And then I was like, okay, there's still like a week or whatever. There's still like time, like a little bit more time for it to grow. Like it can grow a little bit. I think there was like 10 days or something. I was like, it can grow a little bit, and like I can like style it better, and that's good. And then I was like, holy shit! And I called my dad, and I was telling my dad about it as well, and I was like laughing about it. And I was like, holy shit, that was the scare. That was like scary. And then I was like, he was like, well, you should bring some beanies with you to TwitchCon just in case. And I was like, I guess that's true. And that's how the cat hat was actually born originally. Because I found the cat hat, and I wore the cat hat that day, or that the day on the plane to TwitchCon, and I tossed one to George, and George wore his. That's kind of the lore to how the beanies started, but the where just the not the cat beanies specifically, but just beanies. And then I wore I brought a bunch of beanies, but I never wore them. I only wore the cat beanie and like one other beanie. But anyway, the second that I got to TwitchCon, I went and got, well, not the second. I think it was actually when I was in LA. I went and got my hair cut, and all I said was, look, they're like, what do you want cut? And I was like, I literally just want like the back cut so it doesn't look like a mullet. And they were like, okay, simple. And it was like a 2-minute haircut, and George and Sapnap just sat there like with me in the hair salon watching me get my haircut. And then I was like, okay, all right, there you go. Anyway, so there you go. That's why my hair, I've never had that hairstyle. The hairstyle that I've had before in the face reveal, I've never had before. There's kind of that that hairstyle. But now my hair is like, my hair right now, like my haircut, it's not like terrible. It's just not like what I want it to be. Like I want my hair to be long. It is long. It is very long still. Like most people would see my hair and be like, wow, that's way too long. Like it's longer than George's is right now by like a lot probably. But it's just like, it's not, it's like, I think it's shaped well. It's just a little shorter than I would want. And so, it's, fine. It'll be fine. I think literally in a couple weeks my hair will be fixed. It'll be fine. But I had like a similar experience. Like I was like, oh my god, and then I got home and then I showered and I was like, okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. it's just not great. So it is kind of mullety as well in a way, I think. I think it's not mullety, it's just like the sides aren't as quite as long as like the back and the front, so it looks kind of like a mullet in a way, but um yeah. It'll be fixed. Couple weeks. Cool. I'm sure I'll show you guys. It's not bad. You guys will see it and be like, oh wow, that's way better than you were making out to be. You were saying it was bad. But like more stories. I don't know. I sometimes just think of stories like I for some reason I was convinced I had told you that story already. But then like as I was telling it, I was like, nah, there's no way I told this story. Oh, I'm dead. No, you'll get Snapchats, don't worry. I ain't gonna hide it. I'm gonna just naturally post. I don't plan on going to VidCon Baltimore, but I have no idea. I guess I could end up going. I don't know. Tommy meetup soon, hopefully. We're pretty busy right now, but as soon as we can, Tommy down to Florida and lots of make some, do some vlogs, make some content, have some fun. Is he gonna be taller than you? I don't think so. I think he'll be like the same height as me. Maybe barely shorter. I don't know. We both have terrible posture, so. How's Drista? Drista's great. Someone said promote your merch, please. Okay. Dream.shop if you want to. There's some new cool stuff. If you want to see it, you can. If you don't, then you don't. There you go. I don't sleep with stuffed animals, no. But like, I mean, I wouldn't be like opposed to it. Like it's a negative thing. I had a pillow that was like my safety pillow that I had since I was like a little kid. It was a Batman pillow, and it got so nasty because whatever. And so I only threw it out when I was like 17 or 18 or something when I threw it out. And I don't even know if I threw it out. I think someone else threw it out. Any plans to finish It Takes Two? Talk to George. I'm down whenever. I'm down any day. Yeah, I have needs to just tell me. Slot it in my schedule. You said sure, I am. You can if he says we're doing it this day, then boom. Alright, what do I do? Where do I go? You guys want to chat for just a minute? Or maybe I'll end. I'll end in just a minute so we can chat if you would like. You want to chat about some stuff and then I'm gonna end stream. What do you guys want to chat about? Let's talk. Let's chat. Just chatting. Oh, the Spanish lessons going. I'm not taking Spanish lessons, but Spanish lessons just naturally from talking to Spanish people. Definitely going good. Why haven't you taken down your Christmas decorations? Because one, we're lazy, and two, we like them. They're pretty. How was it meeting BBH? It was awesome. I think he's coming back soon. That will be cool. That will be fun. Oh, we'll meet up. I mean, yeah, at some point. I know he comes to Florida now and then for some stuff. We almost did last time he came, but the timing didn't work out. But I'd love to at some point. I'm not going to the streamer awards, so I won't be there. I would go to the streamer awards, guys, but I'm not going because I'm going back to LA again really soon, and I'll be there for a bit. So I didn't want to go twice. It was just too much travel. I would just be too unproductive. I wanted to be able to spend all my time that I'm home right now just like totally every day just grinding and getting stuff done. I didn't want to like just go to the streamer awards and then fly back. So a Dream SMP. Okay, let's talk Dream SMP. I'll just be completely blunt. I don't think there'll be a season 2. But I'm not. I mean, that's not a 100% thing. Obviously that could change, and Dream SMP is obviously there's been so many discussions about it, and there's a lot of people, and it's Dream SMP is, even though it's called Dream SMP, it's not just like a me thing, you know. There's a lot of people that are a part of it, and a lot of people that are, um, you know, contributing to and have contributed to it, and so it really is up to I feel like there's kind of been this sitting thing, and I've discussed this in the Discord, and I've expressed my opinion on it, and uh expressed my um I've expressed myself in the Discord as well, and other people have expressed themselves about it, and I think that I like I want to do what everyone wants to do, but at the same time, I don't want to do anything that doesn't feel like me. I mean, the Dream SMP was obviously originally started to just literally be me and my friends fucking around on an SMP, and so uh that's something that I don't think will I think it's different now. Like there's a lot more to it with the Dream SMP, and the Dream SMP obviously was iconic and had so many awesome things to it. Um, so I think realistically there won't be a season two. If there is, it won't be it'd be different, and it won't be for a while if there was. But I think realistically there's not. So don't get your hopes up. Um, and again, that's another thing where it was like, hey, you know, I'm sorry that that was something that was mentioned and was very like that's something with like false expectations. But the thing is that everything was done, everything was ready. I had everything was coded for the season two. All like I have a whole document with all the new features, all the plans. We changed, we like came up with like the initial like story. We did et cetera, and then just like shit didn't happen. And then after time passed and stuff wasn't happening, and there was and it was like for the finales and stuff, then like the finales, you know, took a lot longer than expected, and there was some stuff that didn't ever come through with the finales. And then I honestly I lost motivation, and one thing that I said whenever whenever we discussed it later on was like, definitely once it ended up kind of not happening, it was my fault, but the reason that it got to that point is because just nobody was as motivated and nobody was as into it, and for a long period of time, and everyone got busy and everyone had in real life stuff, and there was periods of time where I would message people and people wouldn't reply about doing stuff, and then there was periods of time where I got messaged about stuff and I wouldn't reply, and there was a lot of whatever, but then there was like a many multi-month time period where I was just sitting there like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I don't know if we should reboot. I don't know if we should do fresh stuff. And then of course techno, and obviously that complicates things, and our plan for a while, unfortunately before techno passed, was to do kind of a like a memory related thing, in order to have new relationships and new friendships and stuff. But then obviously that was something that Phil pointed out, after we had already, like, something he didn't think about and then mentioned later on, was like, oh well, that kind of sucks because um like it's kind of, it'd be erasing stuff that, you know, techno's done and stuff. So that kind of affected the plans, and maybe like, well, then I don't know what, you know, we change what we do we whatever. um yeah. I think that's kind of that. I think that, I mean, as far as I know, the server's just up, and it's been up, and anyone that's on and whitelisted can kind of do as they want, and it's not like it's getting shut down or anything. But and anyone can, I know like Carl's talked about doing lore kind of outside of the SMP, but for his final stuff, and I think Quackity's talked about the same, because it's less like reliant on other people, I guess, to do things. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thought process on it. So I don't want to whatever. And again, I just want to go back to it. So it like when we were all saying, oh, it's gonna happen, it like was, everything was done, everything was ready, and then it wasn't just like a me thing, me being like, oh well, I guess we're not doing it. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and then obviously there was stuff that happened that complicated things, like publicly as well, with like the some of the stuff that I'm sure you know what I'm referring to, that happened, like right around when Dream SMP season 2 was kind of in the works and being finished. And so obviously that genuinely demotivated me a lot and made me like, all right, well, whatever. I don't care. I just want to hang with my friends and go back to my roots and do what's fun for me. Um, and everyone that did reply whenever I kind of said that stuff fairly recently in the S&P. I said it like probably a month ago or something. At this point, or a month and a half ago. Everyone that replied was very positive, and oh yeah, it sucks. We want to get back. We just want to be able to like play play on S&P with our friends and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally fair. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the dream S&P. Like that's something that it can that can be anything. So I do plan on playing survival Minecraft and playing survival Minecraft with my friends soon, and probably doing it in a unique way. So I'm sure there'll be some stuff with that in terms of me content and dream team and everything. So yeah, there probably will be new stuff coming related to that. QSMP, I don't honestly I don't know anything about the QSMP. And knowing that I've asked around and talked to like friends and pretty much like a lot of people that I know, and nobody really knows anything. So I'm excited to know what's going on with it, or what it is. I don't know if I would be, even if I was invited, I don't know necessarily if I would be playing, because of time constraints and other priorities and stuff. But I would love to have lots more interactions with the Spanish community, and if Quackity wants to involve me in any way, of course I'd love to partake. But no one really knows anything, as far as I know. No one that I know really knows anything, or no one that I've talked to. I talked to quite a few people, but we'll see. I think a lot of people are in the same boat as you guys, so. I love the idea, obviously, and that was something that after Squidcraft happened, I was like, holy shit, that was so much fun. It was very reminiscent of like the old days and just messing around, and there was new people and new experiences and new games, and it was so much fun. So, and Quackity's really should bridge the communities more, because there's a lot of cool people, and I'd love to make new friends, and I'd love for the communities to kind of intertwine Spanish and English and else. So I think that's cool. I'm doing, like I said, on my private, I'm working on a project as well that that should be fairly soon. That's similar, that I started a bit ago. And it's not. I mean, when I said it's similar, it's like you'll know why I tweeted what I tweeted whenever you see it. But at the same time, it's not at all like, it's not. As far as I know, it's not at all like Quackity's thing. But it is like an SMP type thing. So Callahan's great. Of course, Callahan's awesome. S word soon. Yeah. Well, hey. The difference is the reason there's always kind of like the soon TM's been like a joke and stuff, is a lot of times it's just like, well, we have ideas and we have all this stuff, and then like it's just hard. It's like harder to follow through when you have so much shit that you're doing. But now, like I said, I'm organized. I've hired people to help me with it as well, with everything, just getting shit done, and there will be tons of shit, and that's not even like, I don't know. There's lots of stuff that is done. There's like genuinely, I think that there's gonna be. I think I said this recently on a stream, but like there's gonna be some uploads on YouTube where it's like, I'm trying new things, and messing with stuff, but there's so much stuff that I'm so excited to do, that I'm looking forward to, that is in the works and that's being made, and then I already recorded a video that is completely done. That's unfortunately not going to be uploaded for a little bit, just because of just circumstances outside of my control. But there, I wanted to. There'll be another video as well, right around the same time, actually, probably. So I imagine that after this video, there'll probably be another video within like 10 days or so of the video that gets posted soon. So there should be I imagine there'll be 2 videos in the next like 3 or so weeks for you guys, and then I'm planning a Dream Team IRL stream train at the end of the month. Also, I don't know how much of this is. I won't go into specifics, but there's gonna be quite a few people meeting up at the end of this month at Dream Team House, and at least for a couple days, I'm sure there'll be lots of streams and stuff happening as well. So that's also something to look forward to later this month. Um, Obviously, uh, there's the streamer awards, with a bunch of streamers. I'm not going to that, but there is that. So definitely, that's kind of cool. Um, I want to try and stream as much as possible. I downloaded a couple different games today that I wanted to try. This is one of them. This one's pretty cool. I'll probably play this one more. This one's cool. There's a couple other games. So you guys have game suggestions? Suggest some games. And then I've like planned out like Instagram posts and TikTok ideas and stuff in the coming weeks. So anyway, point is, lots of there is a lot of shit coming, and me saying that is like, hey, look, there's been downtime, but now it'll be worth it. And the reason there was the reason there was downtime very recently, like even though there's been so much shit being done this year, is just because we've became very like quality over quantity, and so much stuff coming, so much stuff. Are you considering doing a manhunt with some of the Spanish streamers? I think so. I think that I think Sapnap mentioned that Barefootox or somebody wanted to do like a 3v3 manhunt or something, and it was like me, George, and Sapnap versus like 3 of the Spanish like manhunters or something. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I am very rusty, so I would want to practice and sweat a little bit before, because I'm rusty right now. Um, but yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I love working with them, or playing with them and talking to them. Is so much fun. And like I said, there's lots of I want to do a lot more collabs with them. They're really cool, and I'd love to make more content with them in general. So, and I don't mean for my channel or anything, like for YouTube. That'd probably be like for one of their channels, or like a stream or something. I don't know, but that wouldn't be there. El Diablo, Barefootox S El Diablo. Am I still sick? No. Sapnap was. I think he's just coming off of it. Finally. I think Carl was as well. George was. I was. Like everyone got sick. Everyone. 1 second. I'm grabbing a drink. Everyone got sick. Boundaries update. As far as I know, my boundaries are the same, consistent. But I don't know. Am I missing something? Was there a boundaries update? The tweet? What about it? I've been consistently saying that. I thought it was funny. I saw like Casey Tron reply and like other people reply, and it's like I've been saying that. What do you mean? I've always said that. We've said, there's like a clip of me from like 2019 or something being like, guys, George and I are not dating. We have no plans to date. Like I literally have tweeted out before and like said on Reddit and said very consistently like talked about like my sexuality and stuff. And like I don't know, I feel like that was just a, I don't know, I just thought it was, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. I thought it was a funny tweet, and it was a funny tweet. Okay. And it was funny seeing like Lorray and Red Velvet Cake and a bunch of other people tweet like copy pastas of it. Austin show. I remember is the last time that I said that on a stream, George went unless or something like that after. So hey, he didn't reply to the tweet though, and that's growth. Well, oh yeah, the DNF has gone too far tweet. Okay, here I'll explain the backstory to that. So like Mr. Beast sent us like PR packages a while back for his 100 mil, and it had like obviously a hoodie and a t-shirt. and like George has worn the like hoodie and the t-shirt, and but it's like we each had our own, and then George like I wore it, and then I saw everyone saying like people were like it was like all over my timeline and like being like, guys, is that the same hoodie? Like, oh my god, Dream's wearing George's hoodie. Like, it's probably his like one of his most popular selling hoodies like he's ever done. Probably it was like his 100 million merchandise. What do you mean is Dream wearing George's hoodie? Like what? And then it was like, and then I was wearing this shirt, and you guys were like, oh my god, look, it's like look at the size difference. Like look, it's like it's small on him but big on George. Like it's the same hoodie, the same shirt. Like what? It doesn't even make any sense. Like me and George wear the same size clothes. Like at least shirts and hoodies. Like we both wear large. Wow, you caught me. I'm wearing George's clothes. Like no, it was my own hoodie, and it wasn't George's, and that was that. But yeah, so that's why I made that tweet because I was like, oh my god, these people, these people, these goddamn meddling kids. That was me. I was like this Scooby Doo. Actually, I was not like the Scooby Doo because the Scooby Doo one is like, what does it say? It says like, and I would have gotten away with it. No, I'm not like the Scooby Doo one. I'm not like the Scooby Doo. Okay, actually the opposite of the Scooby Doo. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I don't care. It's funny, but at the same time, the fact that everyone was being so serious about it, and we're like, oh my god, blah blah. I didn't even realize the DNF shoes were in the background. I've had those shoes for so long. They got sent to the PO box a long time ago, and they were just sitting in my closet. I literally did not even realize that the DNF shoes were there. And then I saw it after on Twitter, and I was like, oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. That was Patches. Patches is pretty good. Uh, you like shopping? I don't. I mean, I don't. I don't like particularly. I don't like. I don't dislike shopping. Like I like going to the mall. That's where that TikTok. Oh, guys, that TikTok was so funny. The cookie TikTok ad or whatever. Like me and Sana were literally just at the mall, and we were walking out, and they like there was a guy with a camera, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to be in our TikTok or whatever?" And I was like, I was like, "Yeah." And you can see Sapnap's like kind of walking away, but I like walked towards them, and I was like, "Yeah, we definitely do." And then they made us try a cookie, and then as we walked away, I was like talking to Sapnap, and I was like, they're not they don't even know who we are. They're gonna just be like, man, those guys were lame, and like just like edit us out or something, and not even realize what they had. And we were like laughing about it, and then apparently like I saw on TikTok that their editor realized like when he was editing it, like holy shit, this is Dream and Sapnap, and texted the guy that recorded it and was like, do you know you're never gonna believe who you just interviewed, and he's like, what, was it someone famous? But yeah, so that's the backstory to that TikTok. But that was cool. But I like going to the mall. The malls. Was the cookie actually good? I mean, I think it was good. I don't really like I don't know. I don't really particularly like chocolate, and I don't particularly like um I don't know. I mean, it was good. I did not like it. It was good. It was a very good like for a cookie. I'm just not like a massive fan of cookies. Sapnap's a big fan of cookies though. So the fact that he gave it an 8 out of 10, that's pretty good. All right. Well. All right. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching the stream. Thanks for checking in. Uh, sleep well if you're heading to bed. Good morning if it's the morning. For you. Good afternoon if it's the afternoon. Have a good night's rest or a productive day. Appreciate you guys coming. Bye. Peace. Bye. 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 See you soon. Soon. Sooner than you think.